Yeah, do self-care Patrick Bateman style. There is an idea of David Stockdale, Nightmare Masterclass, an abstraction. But in reality, there is nothing. I am simply not there. As I sort of peel something off my face. The other thing I wanted to do is take a look. I've gotten a few suggestions about this series called Diminish, which is another one of these series that is framed as someone playing a video game called Diminish. So maybe I should change the title of my stream, indicate what I'm doing now. Dry Jacket says, I just started watching Diminish yesterday. It's interesting, though the game grunts do get kind of difficult to listen to. Oh, okay. So the sound effects in the game. Petscop era David didn't care about branding. I still don't really care about branding, but it is a necessity in this world. So I literally know nothing about this series. I'm going to make myself smaller so you can see it better. Lucas says, I love this resurgence of the haunted video game that Petscop brought back from the creepypasta era. Yeah, definitely. Some people are calling them TGIFs. This game I found. I kind of love that. So let's get started here. You let me know how the sound is.
Okay. Am I doing this? I think I am. Yeah, I'm doing this. Okay.
Already love it.
How does one go about starting something like this?
Hey guys, it's Wacky Will. Welcome to my Let's Play.
No, not doing that.
Thank God.
Yeah, I've never done anything quite like this before. I don't even know if anybody's gonna be watching this, but it'll be out there. No turning back.
Footnote. I already love this. I already love the sort of commentary on the some of the bigger names in the Let's Play type streaming. And I always kind of wonder about the type of people who have to put on that kind of front when they're streaming, and how fucking draining that has to be over time, because you know with the frequency at which you have to stream in order to stay economically viable. The idea that you can have this sort of character or this persona. There's nothing wrong with having a persona, by the way, but the idea that you have to keep that front going perpetually, my God, it has to be exhausting. I'm already digging the performance of the voiceover, by the way. So let's proceed.
Okay. If anybody out there is watching this, you might have a lot of questions. Wouldn't blame you. But you can fully expect that this is going to go places. Probably dark, creepy places for reasons. Kitty. I don't know how much I want to let on right now. What I will say is I'm probably the only person in the world who has this game.
Footnote.
If that's not the case...
Footnote. Fateless Friend says cliche. So, is it cliche? There's a difference between, like, sort of establishing certain genre conceits with a work and reiterating a cliche. And I guess, of course, it depends on your personal taste and your personal sensibilities as to what constitutes something that's like overdone. But so far, with respect to this guy's performance in terms of his voiceover, A plus. And I don't know. It doesn't strike me as cliche. I'm enjoying it so far. I would also like to note that in the bottom,
I kind of want to know about it.
In the bottom right hand corner here, it says a game for my brother. So that's kind of interesting. Wonder what that's about. Anyway.
I'm probably the only person in the world who has this game. If that's not the case, I kind of want to know about it because that'd be weird. Kitty! I'm just stalling at this point. I've been putting this off for so long. So if it's all the same to you, I think I'll press start. Yep, it's time to press start. See what this is all about. This is my first time seeing any of this. It's all as new to me as it is to you, even after all this time. Has it been 4 years? Yeah, it's been 4 years. Oh my god. Yeah, it's time to press start. Yeah, okay. Promise is a promise. Here we go.
Okay, so he said footnote. He said it's been 4 years, and he's probably the only one who has this game. These are all very in line with the this game I found genre that is kind of emerged after Petscop came out. So we have basically all of these cards being set up. And so far, I would say this is perfect in terms of setting it up. All right, let's go.
Here we go. What do you got for me? Oh, okay. Doesn't look so bad. How do I... Okay, there we go. Yep, classic WASD. Except up doesn't do any... Oh, there it is. Okay. That's kind of a weird place. Speaking of weird place, what is this doing here? This is just kind of throwing me off. I assume that's a checkpoint, so I'm just going to ease my conscience. Yep, nothing over there. That's what I thought. It's just there to taunt me. Sounds good. And I assume... Yeah, I can't get up there like this, so... Wall jumping? Yes. Oh, you fall off automatically.
I think this sort of setup, as far as like a first level is concerned, is very similar to... This is reminding me of something where the left is just death. There's just spikes over there. Does this remind anyone of anything? It is really on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot place it. Where like the initial starting point is sort of over here, and to your left is death. Is it maybe it's Lisa? The game Lisa? I don't think Super Mario ever did that. It would be too counterintuitive. Yeah, Jackal Moth. Is it Lisa? I've actually never played that game. I've just watched H-Bomber Guy's review of it, and I've watched a lot of like Let's Plays of it. Lisa had a pit. Okay.
Just there to taunt me.
Anyway.
Sounds good. And I assume, yeah, I can't get up there like this, so wall jumping? Yes. Oh, you fall off automatically. That does not give you much time. Holy cow. Yep, there we go. Except not. Can you not get up there? Hello? Oh, okay. So you have to jump all the way up there. Oh, these are carrots, aren't they? Yeah, of course. Of course. Good.
Footnote. So I just want to take into account the importance of carrots. Apparently, there is some kind of emphasis on carrots because once he collects them, he says, of course it would be carrots. So there's some kind of personal significance here to carrots or the image of carrots. It's unclear. I also just want to kind of go over what the text is saying here. It just kind of helps me to read these things out loud.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It's wonderful to imagine you there, Apollo, being guided by his hand. As we speak, it's like the two of you are prying a vice grip off my chest.
Good.
Sorry, what was that? I missed it. The work is already worth it. Cursed Calendar says, for no reason, have you tried peanut butter and carrots yet? That sounds absolutely disgusting.
Good. Oh, that is a bad omen right there. If we're starting off like that, with a freaking troll fake floor, is that what that... What just... What was that? Okay, it's a double tap dash. I discovered the dashing mechanic completely by accident. I was just trying to inch up here to appreciate how I got destroyed by that fake floor and think about how that means I'm gonna have a bad time with this game. It's gonna be a freaking troll game, a rage game. I can already tell. This is looking like it's gonna be patterned after like Celeste or I Wanna Be the Guy. Controls kind of like Celeste a little bit. So, hopefully, I should be pretty good. I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to say anything at all. Was I saying something? No, I wasn't saying anything. No, never played Celeste before. Definitely never played I Wanna Be the Guy. And much to a certain person's absolute delight, as I suffered way more than any person should ever suffer. Never happened. Nope. So, yeah, any death that occurs here...
I've actually never played either of those games he's referencing here. So if anyone has any background information, that's kind of interesting that he's referencing these. I assume they're just like very difficult games that are kind of infuriating to play.
Definitely not a result of me never getting good at those games. That was cool. Never mind, I'm great. I'm a god. Oh, yeah, okay, I should just not talk anymore. I should just turn off the microphone. I'll do this again. Yay, that was fun. No, yeah, I can't turn off the mic. Again, promise is a promise. Yeah, I'm not... I could tell that if I jumped there, I was gonna die, so... Okay, but here, am I just screwed? Like, if I press jump here, I'm just gonna pull... He's gonna pull himself up. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you press B, I assume that's B, then you fall off. That's nice. Nice, okay. Cool, making progress. I feel better already. This isn't so bad. Okay, that arrow was pointing right. Cool story, bro. What? You really want me to just yeet myself over there? That's what you're telling me, isn't it? Nice. Awesome, thanks. Okay, I did see that there was something over there, so... I guess... Okay, so there was only one block up there that I had to work with.
Footnote. So I just wanted to take note of the fact that the character in the game is referred to as Apollo. Now that can have a number of, references, a number of ways in which it can be significant. Apollo, I believe, is the god of war in Roman mythology. Correct me if I'm wrong. There is also, like the Apollo moon landings. I don't know if that's probably not relevant here. But we have this little guy, and at first I thought he was like some kind of wolf-like creature, but maybe he's more like a demon. I'm not sure. But I do just want to take note of the aesthetics of this game. There's no color. It's very goth. I love it. And I'm a big fan. Yeah. Lucas says, I Want to Be the Guy was a troll platformer. One of the first game every Let's Player made videos about. So it's just like notoriously and comically difficult. Dry Jacket says, yeah, I thought he was a wolf man too. That's what I thought at first.
So I assume that I'm gonna have to do what I was doing over there and like do that dash jump. Except I have no space to work with. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that dash jump. Oh, it worked! Checkpoint. Let's go. That actually feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That was nice. Look at all this stuff, dude. Whew. Oh, hello. Ooh! What? Is that his arm? Oh my god.
So an unknown person who has had their arm ripped off is laying on the ground and twitching. They say, please just go on ahead, friend. Dryude said, I'm pretty sure there are binaural tones in the background music. Supposedly these are used to induce certain brainwave patterns. Interesting. Dry Jacket, yeah, there's definitely some audio fuckery going on. Some audio fuckering. I don't really buy that, by the way. The whole, if you listen to these tones, it'll induce certain brain waves. I think that's all a bunch of bullshit. So this person says, don't mind me. I apologize for the unsightly state I'm in. I hope I'm not too much of a damper on your day. Apollo says, given the two of us, I think the quality of my day might be less the object of concern. This person says, don't be concerned, please. Sorry, I missed that. I'd just like to help you if I can, says Apollo. This person says, please, I've already troubled you too much. Just leave me be. It's what I want.
Really? That's awful.
That sucks.
Is that all I can do? That's it? Is that it?
Oh, footnote. Okay, so we got the pause menu here. I'm wondering how this was designed. Or at least like what program they used to design it. Apollo status, sad. I came from the solar winds of a dying star. I'm here for you. Your needs are my journey.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that boy. Wow. Looking glamorous. Okay. 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 Soup of the day.
Soup of the day.
There's something there. Nice. It's literally
Gazpacho.
soup of the day. Oh, there's more. Oh, okay.
Oh, this is good. This is fun. All right, so in the pause menu, there is a section called Soup of the Day. The soup of the day is gazpacho. And then there's a little personal note here. I tried gazpacho exactly once. Wasn't my thing. I'm sure it's lovely for those who are into it. But I just, among other things, the whole cold soup deal just wasn't for me. Yeah, same, by the way. Not a fan. I eat soup to be warmed, honestly. It's the only reason I've ever craved soup. When I think of cold soup, my mind only sees warmth that should have been there. It might sound cheesy and awful, but I'm feeling a lot like cold soup today. Cold soup that definitely wasn't meant to be cold. I'm dripping away. I can feel it. My container is broken and I'm leaking out. I try so hard to not look at it. The C page. The fuck is that? The seepage. I'm a ding dong. The wax deforming, melting away where candle used to be. So first, the speaker refers to themselves as as cold soup that wasn't meant to be cold, but is cold and leaking. And then they compare themselves to like a melting candle. I can't even tell the difference. I don't know if I'm the feeble candle or the leaky, useless soup cup. Either way, I am cold. Some part of me is wet as it leaves, leaving me vulnerable to the wind. It's not supposed to chill quite like this. So today, I am best served cold. Well, what else is best served cold? So the only thing I can think of is revenge is best served cold. I don't know if that's relevant here. We'll see.
All right. Okay. That was enjoyable, but that actually already took a lot out of me, so I think I'll leave it there for now and pick it back up soon. And I will. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do this. Can I, like, get him out of the screen? That's really... Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'll be back. I will be back. Okay. All right. I guess I'll see you later.
That's it for now. How many videos are here? Oh, wow. This has been flying under my radar for a while now. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to subscribe. Got quite a few videos here. I don't know if I'm going to get through all of them. The first few are quite long. It's shaping up to be pretty interesting. Mr. Bubblebox says, I really wish people would stop calling Petscop an ARG. Just because you can theorize about a thing does not make it an ARG. That's right. I always try to clarify on my channel that it turned out to be a creepy web series, not an ARG. It definitely has certain like things that you might argue are like meta commentary on the ARG as a sort of storytelling medium. In particular, this sort of element where you think the game might be, you might be able to communicate with the game in some way. And, you know, that's sort of Paul's conundrum. But the audience sort of has the same conundrum because as the series was ongoing, we really had no indication that our actions would shape the course of events, but we also, didn't know for sure. So we were constantly trying to figure that out. Well, if you're watching, go follow at Diminish Game. They don't hardly have any subscribers here. Or followers, I should say. So the description on Diminish on the channel says basically a Let's Play, except the game was made for me. I've always been bad at saying goodbye. So I think in a moment here, we are going to proceed to the second video. But before we do, I just wanted to say, do a little plug here. If you enjoy my stuff and maybe think about supporting me on a monthly basis, you can do so for just $1 a month at patreon.com/Nightmare Masterclass. And go over my tiers really quick. So my little $1 babies get weekly updates on the status of current projects, your name in the credits of every video, and you'll get early access to my episodes of Nightmare Tonight, which I am thinking about. It's my podcast. I'm thinking about starting it up again. Sort of had season 1 last year. Kind of tentatively trying to organize a list of potential guests and topics we can discuss. So yeah, I would say that's a pretty good deal for $1 a month. For $5 a month, you are a Nightmare Associate. My faithful associates get all previous perks, plus early access to new videos, as well as the ability to stream and download all of my new music tracks. Now, I will say I've been kind of slacking on the access to new videos, early access to new videos, mainly because I feel kind of guilty about like a paywall for my content. But whenever it's feasible, whenever I'm not late with a video, I will give my Nightmare associates early access. Let's put it that way. James Dempsey, thank you so much. That is very generous. James Dempsey says, F your monetary call to action. Take it all now. Well, thank you very much, sir. That is very kind of you. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Let's go through this really quick. Nightmare colleagues, my reputable colleagues, get all previous perks plus plus access to my research notes as well as semi-monthly Q&A videos. I can say, like, for instance, with my the most recent ARG that I covered was Hiding in My Home. And I mean, I'll give you a little indication of what I'm talking about here. Let's see. So this is my research document for Hiding in My Home. It is ginormous because there's a lot of different aspects of the series to track. They have a YouTube channel. They also have a Twitter account. So it's all color-coded in a very idiosyncratic way in order to keep track of the series. As you can see, it is a lot to keep track of. So you have my little notes here, which may or may not be reflected in the video itself. Sometimes it's just me, like, just having a brain fart. Yeah, this has to date almost 300 different elements to it. So that's the type of thing you'll get if you are a colleague for $10 a month. Now, my Nightmare Masters get all previous perks plus a personalized thank you note from yours truly, which I will, of course, disinfect prior to sending it. It's basically just a little postcard. I think I have them lying around here somewhere. Yeah, it's got my old branding on it. Maybe I'll make a new one. Anyway, you'll get a note from yours truly. I try to make everyone personal and try to write a nice little something on there. A little scribble that might be worth millions someday, you know, if I ever make it big. As well as, masters always also get access to live streams in which I edit upcoming videos, create synth tracks, or just chill and have a drink or two. I've been kind of slacking on that as of late, mainly because it's kind of hard to, it's kind of difficult to organize a time when everyone's available to do that, and I don't want people to miss out. So I might be rethinking my reward system. But rest assured, if you're a patron of any of these tiers, you're going to get extra stuff that may or may not be reflected in the reward. Sometimes I just have a little behind the scenes thing, and I will share that with everybody. I very recently did a survey for my patrons, so I did a short video talking about the results of the survey and kind of like just reflecting on the certain preferences, that sort of thing. So I do, especially if you were someone who supports me on a monthly basis, I do value your feedback and take it into account. And I do oftentimes poll my patrons to see what video or what topic I should cover next. So that's why I ended up covering Hiding in My Home, because that's what the patrons wanted to see. So yeah, if that sounds up your alley, maybe consider supporting me on patreon.com/Nightmare Masterclass. You can also support me on a one-time basis on Ko-fi.com. That's ko-fi.com/Nightmare Masterclass. You can also just send me a super chat. That would be nice. Yeah. So that's enough shameless self-promotion for now. I'm going to grab my coffee and we'll get to it. But anyway, let's proceed on to the second installment of Diminish. I'm liking where this is going. If I had to guess at this point, this seems to be a game that was designed by someone the player knows personally. The player says that the game was it was made specifically for them, for him, I guess. And there are some indications that the person who created this game is, in all likelihood, no longer with us no longer among the living. They have shuffled off their mortal coil, if you will. Is there any other extremely pretentious ways I could put that? Anyway, let's go.
Okay, we're back. Full disclosure here, I did come back already and play a little bit of the next part and died at these first two jumps over and over and over and over. And the second that I finally made progress, my power went out. I kid you not, that actually happened. So now I'm back and I have to do all that again, and it won't be my first time seeing it, so I'm sorry about that. But the important part is that I'm back and I'm playing and I'm keeping my word. That is what counts. So I guess I should get back to this. Let's see how long it takes me to get back there.
Yeah. Footnote. Luca makes a good point. The only copy of Diminish is personalized. It does seem as though there is like a recurring theme among these types of works where maybe it's kind of like it is a very fantastical thing to imagine a video game that was designed for you personally, right? And that is the sort of utopian heights of like video games as a genre, is like that would be the culmination of video games as an interactive medium and as a storytelling medium, is a game that was personalized, a game that has been designed for you personally. And that sounds like something that is favorable. That sounds like something that would be completely optimized. Like it would be something that would engage with the player in such a way to create a flow state where their attention is 100% invested in the game. And there's such a high degree of engagement there that it really would be the height of video games in general. What is the flip side of that? Of course, the flip side of that and the dystopian element is, whenever you have a utopian reference, there's always the flip side, the dystopian. And the dystopian tends to be more in line with reality, in my opinion, because, with any kind of utopia, aren't they always tragically disappointing? The flip side of this whole, this game has been personalized especially for me, and the reason we find these things creepy is, of course, that if a game was designed for you personally, it would manipulate you. It would use your memories and your trauma against you in order to perpetuate the game, in order to perpetuate the gameplay experience, which would be absolutely horrifying. To have a video game that knows everything about you, knows your personal trauma, knows how to get under your skin personally. There are few things that are more unnerving than that, right? Let's proceed.
That's a great start. I didn't even get any of the carrots. Good God. Okay. I guess in a way it was a blessing in disguise that the power went out. It forced me to take a break and recenter and calm down a little bit because I was starting to lose my mind. Oh my God, I'm back. Okay.
Yeah. Footnote. I just want to make note that the first video, the death count was, I believe, 6 at the end of the video. It was a much smaller number. At this point, his death count is almost 60. So he's been at it for a while.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this person. I tried to talk to them and nothing happens.
Another dead body.
I hate it. You know what else I hate? This jump. This is the jump that when I finally got past it, the power went out, and it's awful because you have to start it with a dash jump and then cancel it at the exact right moment and then somehow be able to correct your momentum in the perfect way and not freak out. That's the worst part that I can't do. Okay, but I get another shot. At least I get another shot, and here we are. That was pitiful. Okay.
Footnote, the player is very clearly on edge. And if I had to guess, the manner in which the game is designed is obviously intentionally very frustrating. But I think that element of the work sort of hides a deeper frustration. That is to say, I would have to guess at this point that the protagonist, or who I assume to be the protagonist at this point, the player, is they might be frustrated by the gameplay experience, but they're also deeply frustrated about something else, and that is reflected in the way they're emoting, right?
That's to be expected. All right, at least. Okay. Oh, I thought I had it. I thought I had 2 in a row. Great. Just great. Just great. Just great. That was never a chance. Okay. Okay, we're back. 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 Okay. One more shot. Come on.
Footnote. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems like the higher that death count gets, the higher the number of times he dies. There's something weird going on with the sound, right? There's a high-pitched tone that has sort of come into play, which indicates to me something bad is going on. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Take a moment. Take a moment. Take a moment. I closed my eyes when I pressed pause, so it took me a moment to see that. I have not seen that before. That is something.
Just want to note here, the pause menu says different things at various points. At this point, it says, "This place is effing atrocious, isn't it?" And Apollo's status is weary.
And also, I have to agree, Oh my goodness. Yep. Got to agree with Mr. Werewolf Man on that one.
Okay. I just want to get confirmation that the player himself has referred to the character as a werewolf man. So that kind of confirms at least my thoughts on his initial appearance. Yeah.
Oh my lord. I'm just trying to like get that nervous energy out of my body, and my whole body is tingling right now. It's such a contrast to how I was feeling when I put this game down after my first recording session. I just felt like there was no way I could ever come back and play this anymore because it just sapped all of my energy out of me. It dredged up all of the worst memories, and it really worried me because I was afraid that if I put it down, I was never going to come back. But I found that the few hours that I was away, I was only thinking about this game and how much I wanted to come back and play more. And that's such a relief, because if I never did come back to this...
Footnote, let's take a wild guess as to why all the player can think about is this game and how much they want to play it. After one initial experience with this game, all he can think is, I want to play this game more. And I think that has a little something to do with the fact that it was designed for him personally.
This game, I would never forgive myself. But I'm back, and I made that jump, and the power didn't go out miraculously. So everything after this point, I have not seen before. Let's take a look.
Considering our circumstances, you knew what you were signing up for, right?
Sorry, that might have been loud in the microphone, but...
Don't worry, it'll only get worse from here. Way worse.
Screw you. Thanks a lot. Oh my god, is that a gun? Oh my god, this is going to be like I Want to Be the Guy, isn't it? I'm gonna have to shoot things, and they're gonna be boss fights, and it's gonna be... I'm not gonna be able to survive that. It's gonna be so awful. How are you even gonna get that, anyway? What is this? It took me this long to get back here. I'm not gonna try for that. Let's just take a look at this here. Okay, I can't see that much, but it looks fairly straightforward at first. Oh, I don't want to do this. It took me so long to get here.
I love this music.
Just do it. Just do it, dude. Come on. It's a ledge. It's a ledge. It's a ledge. Yep. That's really mean. God! That's not right, dude. Okay, well, I finally made progress. Oh god, and here we are again. This is the worst part of rage games, is when you finally get farther than you've ever been before, and then when you inevitably are too nervous to be able to get past that part, you're sent back to the same place, and that like you're stuck at the first part of it for like the next 50 years, and then when you do get back to where you were, there's so much pressure built up from the fact that it took you so long to get back there, then you have no chance to perform well enough to make any progress again. And it's happening as we speak. I can't... That first stupid jump, I
just wanted to comment. Whoever made the music for this part of the series, this is absolutely perfect video game music. They nailed it. Nailed it.
And okay, like that. Maybe I should just focus for a little bit. Oh, it's so fine, and the movements, it takes you so long to change directions, and then you fall so quickly. just... I'm tilting. I'm tilting again. All of the benefit from taking that power outage break is gone now. I'm just straight up tilted again, and like it's just back to being exhausted. Just mentally exhausted. I just want this to be over. Come on, come on. Okay. I hate landing on this person every single time. I hate it so much. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, footnote. After you get through this very frustrating part here, what's your reward? Your reward is landing on this body. This is madness.
Video games, dude. Oh my god. Okay. This is ridiculous. I don't even feel human anymore. But also, funnily enough, this is the most human I've felt in a long time, because for years I've just felt dead. And that sounds so, you know, I know that sounds dramatic, but it's true. Like, I just haven't been able to feel. But at least this game, in making me absolutely furious, is making me feel a lot of emotion. I like that. And I'm gonna regret saying anything positive about that, because I'm about to die.
Yep. Footnote, Bubble Boy, taking bets on if he is going to Jokerify. Yeah. We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some Jokerification in store in our future. James Dempsey, what's the over-under on a, oh man, what did I ever do to you? Wait, no, I know. Okay. Kind of comment. You're conveying a very interesting potential twist to the story. I could definitely see it headed in that direction. Like, maybe this video game was designed for this dude personally, but it's not supposed to be an enjoyable experience. It's supposed to be something that is best served cold, revenge, right? And what would this would definitely constitute as something that is served cold, because it is well, it seems to be a video game designed by someone who is now deceased, right? So that would be the best served cold element.
Okay, we're back. That didn't take that long. Just go. Yes, 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 okay. Screw that gun. I don't care. Let's try this again.
Doesn't want to get the gun.
Don't tell me that's a frame perfect jump. Please, God, don't tell me that's frame perfect. It seemed so straightforward the first time I got there. It seemed like it wasn't going to be hard. Okay, I get another shot though, so we can see. Please don't be frame perfect. God!
What was that?
You're not thinking about stuff like, okay, once I get to that...
On the 94th death, little footnote for you. On the 94th death, there's this little sound effect. Let's play that again. I think it's... yeah.
Frame perfect. God! You're not thinking about stuff like, okay,
so
once
is there any significance to the number 94? I mean, it could be a reference to the year 1994, right? Just spitballing.
I get to that ledge, I need to make sure that I press B instead of A. You're just thinking about, don't die, don't die, don't die on those first spikes. It like subverts your thoughts in the most cruel way. It's, oh my god. Okay. Okay, is that 3 times in a row? I dig it. Okay, I dig it. Okay. 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 I also just realized, now that I had a moment to think, that the next carrot I collect is going to put us in the promised land. We're going to become more powerful than anyone would have possibly imagined.
Footnote. Yeah, I think that's a Dragon Ball Z reference. Or no, it's a Star Wars reference, yeah. But, yeah, Bubble Boy says, gaming really is a Sisyphean task. Does everyone understand the reference here to Sisyphus, who is cursed by having to roll a boulder up a hill only to have it roll back down, and then they have to do it all over again, over and over and over again? The main reason I know that story, I think it's a Greek myth, because the existential philosopher who's really into absurdist philosophy, the existential philosopher Albert Camus says we must imagine Sisyphus as happy, rolling that boulder up a hill over and over again, because he says life is kind of like inherently absurd, and while it may be challenging at times, we must imagine Sisyphus as happy, and we have to kind of try to appreciate the absurdity in our own lives, because, you know, what is the alternative? Are we just gonna, become a full-blown doomer here, or are we gonna, I guess Camus is really focused on maybe reorienting your attitude towards life. But let's proceed
with one more carrot. But ideally, I won't get only one more carrot. I definitely won't stop there. I won't stop there. I'll keep going. And I'm going to make it to the top of whatever this is.
I'm nervous for him, so.
I'm putting this off so hard.
It's working.
I'm so scared, dude. I don't want to go back there. Come on.
Yes.
Oh, God, I thought I was going to be in the spikes.
Okay.
Okay.
At what point is his status safe?
I'm so alive right now.
There's that noise again.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but it's true. Okay.
I hope you're remembering your own strength without too much issue. These abilities, they should feel familiar, as long as you're being true to yourself. Is that what it said? As long as you're being true to yourself.
All right, cool. Every single movement just feels like life and death. Another dash jump. Okay. And I definitely have to stop this one at the right time. I don't want to do this. Okay. Just do it. Okay. This doesn't seem that bad. Just trust it. Just go. Okay.
So I just wanted to say I'm probably wrong about that noise on 94, because it keeps maybe sort of randomly playing. I'm not sure. That do-do-do.
Okay, yep, okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to go down and... Well, now I can't see what was down there. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna have to go down and fall fairly far down that wall. And then probably have to do a low wall jump because there's spikes there's like a low ceiling there. And I just have to hope
here.
that there's gonna be a floor right there. And I'm sure there's not going to be. There's going to be something that kills me, even if I get it right. Don't think about it. Just focus on... God, I don't even know what to think right now. I'm just do it.
No. Oh, that's the end. Oh, man, that's frustrating. Wow. This is shaping up to be a pretty interesting series. My only, reflecting on that last one, the second installment here, did notice that the player gets some, I guess you could call it positive reinforcement after a certain period of trials and tribulations, I guess you could say. They get some like affirmation, right? Saying you don't really know your own strength. Does this feel familiar to you? Kind of having to endure this very trying experience. I wonder what the significance of that is. Mr. Bubblebox, yeah, the sound is just background music, I think. Keeps the game from being dead silence, but yeah, not distracting. Possibly. Camus was talking about this. Yeah, trigger warning for suicide. Camus was talking about this in the context of suicide, though. Yeah. I don't think that necessarily negates what I'm talking about, though, because we don't really know the background story here. But this is very clearly a Sisyphean task that this player has been assigned, right? Krell says, yeah, like Dark Souls, the Dark Souls creator talking about how he didn't want things to be hard for its own sake. He wanted the player to feel accomplishment. Yeah. And especially in the context of this game being personally designed for this guy specifically, kind of brings that to a whole new level, right? Oh, do we have Diminish in the chat? Cool. I'm going to have to urinate again. If you haven't noticed, I drink a lot of liquids. And therefore, I must, do my thing every once in a while. But we will, we're going to keep going here. I'm feeling good about this. Diminish says, don't mind me, critique as if I weren't here. Yeah, it's always kind of always kind of awkward. I mean, this isn't a difficult or awkward one for me because I've had really nothing but positive things to say so far. So I wouldn't worry about it. Oh, this one's pretty long.
Okay, so I guess I just wasn't ready. I was not equal to the task of getting past that part yet. I was so tense. I was so nervous that I was physically incapable of doing that part. And I was so... And as soon as I died there, I, like, lurched back so far that I didn't even see what was next, if the screen scrolled that far.
I mean, is the trick here that he needs to get that thing? He needs to get that little thing to the right here? He's been totally ignoring it this whole time, but, I mean, maybe it's necessary? I don't know.
God, that's so terrifying. Okay, so 2 times in a row. Oh! Why did I say it? Why did I open my mouth?
Yeah. Touching back on what I was saying about meditation, James Dempsey says, becoming that intensely aware of your body means... It's weird for me to say I'm becoming aware of my body. Becoming that kind of intensely aware of your body means becoming intensely aware of a lot of things like irresolvable stress. I think that's pretty on point and might have something to do with it. And maybe if I kind of stuck it out with a meditation, I could probably work through it. But I've fallen off the wagon, as they say.
I'm back, okay. Dude, I'm nailing that jump now. Knock on frickin' wood. Apparently every single time I say something positive, I destroy my life, so I just have to... Okay, no. That was not high enough. Good. Oh, God, that time it actually was too high! Okay, I've been getting back down there without too much issue. That was awful. Okay. Oh, that was awful. Okay, yeah, so this game isn't... This game has its issues. It's not a perfect game by any means.
That's great. Red Karnstein. His wording specifically... I was not equal to the task, shows how he has no sense of self compared to playing this game when he's here. There's definitely something to that. I don't know if it's a lack of confidence or something. Lambie Arl. Sometimes you suck at video games, but does it equal to you yourself sucking? Like for the player, it seems the case. Yeah. Yeah, he's talking as though his self-worth is 100% tied to his ability to progress in this game. And it does seem as though the game itself is kind of encouraging that, you know, because we get this bit of positive encouragement that says you're stronger than you realize. But of course, that's in reference to his ability to progress in the game, which would seem to indicate that if he fails, that is some kind of indication that his value is lower, which is that whole schema or that whole paradigm is definitely not good, right? person 2x DX or person 26DX. Playing difficult games is when you already have intense self-esteem issues can definitely feel like a personal failure because being good at any given thing becomes a measure of your goodness as a whole. Yeah.
But that's to be expected because she did not have very long to work on this. I don't know when she started working on it, but she could have only had a few months at most. And didn't turn out too bad. It's just a few things here and there that are really...
All right, so obviously we get a bit more backstory here. The creator of this game was a she, and she did not have a lot of time to work on this game, which would seem to indicate that maybe she had a terminal illness, if I had to guess. I wouldn't be surprised if a game like this was designed by somebody who was terminally ill with something. It very much gives off that kind of vibe. It's also completely possible, I guess, that she... I don't know. It kind of seems like she knew she was going to die. Yeah.
really annoying. Hopefully none of the glitches that happen are going to screw me in the worst possible way. It happened again. That's terrifying. That's going to scare the crap out of me now. As if it wasn't scaring me enough already. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Yep, this is definitely bringing back all the memories of when I would play all these rage games, and I
just wanted to note that the status says, "Oh God."
I would throw my controller and throw everything else within reach. God, I thought that was... Okay, and now I'm back in this sequence of failing the first part over and over and over and over and over, just when it looked like I was starting to actually get better at it. And now the next time I get back there, I'm going to be even more nervous because the consequence of being stuck at this part is going to be looming in my mind. Just chill out. You know what? How about we go Zen mode? Just chill out.
There you go.
I thought that was actually going to work. Okay. Zen mode. I am Zen.
Just wanted to note that the soundtrack is getting a bit more ominous.
Zen is my name. Zen. 3 letters. 1 Z, 2 other letters. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? Give me a second here.
Wait, hold up. Okay, so goes to the pause menu. The area is Broken Meadows. The status is "Oh God." There's a message here. It says, "It's a sobering moment, the one where you realize you've been summoned for nothing but torment." Yikes. Yeah, Luca is asking, is the status and the messages in the pause menu meant to indicate that somehow the repeated failing has an effect on the werewolf man character? I think that's accurate. I think the status is changing based on the number of deaths here. Yes. This is called Diminish. Let me just... pause to say you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. Just search Diminish, and it should come up. Click the notification bell. This channel, it is criminal how few subscribers this channel has, so check them out. Panda Tej. Not gonna lie, the further into this, the more natural the Let's Player voice becomes, more natural, and I'm loving it. The voiceover acting in this is very good, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, only 150 subscribers, so if everyone in the chat subscribes right now, we can almost double the number of subscribers they have. So go subscribe. Here, let's I'll make it easy for you. I'll put a link in the chat. Go subscribe. Just a love bomb, all right? All right, let's go.
Okay. I tried to take a hint from how much better I felt after the power outage, and feeling a little bit better now. Also, that's a new quote. Also, agreed on this count. I'm sorry, Apollo. Poor Apollo. Doomed to being controlled by me. Okay, that jump at least, I seem to have found the timing. It's a really quick series of inputs, but it seems like I'm starting to time that right now.
So that's kind of funny. He says, poor Apollo, doomed to be controlled by me. So it seems as though there is at least some kind of ethos in the game, or at least something that the player is consciously aware of. Some sort of sense of like a Greek tragedy. Poor Apollo, doomed to be controlled by me. There's some interesting depth there.
So that is really nice. This part, it does seem like that's frame perfect. Even if it's not, then it is not a very, very forgiving window at all. It doesn't...
Just, I guess for those who aren't quite aware, the notion of something being quote-unquote frame perfect, all that means is that the movement required of the player in order to progress is extremely precise. We're talking like microseconds level of reaction time. That's probably obvious to everybody, but I just want to make it clear.
Doesn't help that right now I have circus music stuck in my head, like the classic, famous circus music, just playing on loop in my mind over and over. It does not help to calm me down at all. Okay. Got it. Okay. Get full height here, please. You know what? I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
I have to find out a different way.
Let's take note of the status, which has changed from "Oh God" now to "Numb," which is an excellent Linkin Park song. So I'm gonna create a fan-made music video for this series to the music of "Numb" by Linkin Park, and I'm going to intersperse clips of Dragon Ball Z, specifically the story arc where Gohan becomes Super Saiyan 2 in order to defeat Cell. I think that's probably what is called for here.
Way to start that, because that is getting on nerves so hard. Okay, so I'm not doing it this way. I'm gonna try and wall jump off the right first. That was gonna be too high. I don't know if you can do it this way. No, you can. Okay. Get the circus music out of your head and go. Okay. Just calm the frick down.
What was that?
Oh my god, that freaked me out so much. And go.
Hold up.
Okay. Just calm the frick down.
Okay, so we get a jump cut there. And I don't know if there's any significance to it, but I just want to make note of it, that the footage has been edited because he starts off here, and then it cuts, and then he's over here.
Okay. Just calm the frick down.
Yeah, jump cut.
Oh my god, that freaked me out so much. Just try it.
There's another jump cut.
I was so convinced that I was gonna die in the spikes that I took my hands off my keyboard. I have to chill out. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Footnote, with respect to the circus music playing in his head, I do think, as person 26DX is indicating, it's like he's picturing a soundtrack in his head that is intended to mock his failure. One thing it makes me think of is, I think it's in Sonic 3. There is an episode. There is a level. I think it's called Carnival something, Carnival Zone, and the soundtrack in that level is very much along the lines of what he's talking about. That dun, 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 dun. And I remember, when that game came out, I was pretty young. I had a hard time with that level in particular, and the music still sticks in my head. So, I don't know. There might be some kind of connection there. That's right, Ren Dalton, the Michael Jackson music levels. Yeah, if anyone's not aware, apparently Michael Jackson worked on the soundtrack. Was it for Sonic 3? Red Karnstein says it's Carnival Nights. That sounds right. Yeah.
Okay, I made it back immediately. Okay. Twice in a row. I am really close to throwing something. No, don't fail that again, please. I just have to detach myself from this. I just have to accept that this is part of it. This is part of the experience. Okay, I ignored everything that I just said and groaned again. So, why don't you actually take stock in what you just said and accept all of what is happening as part of the process.
Trust
so
the process.
Hard, though. Oh God. Okay.
It hurts.
You lost focus. That's what happens. Oh my God. This is part of it. Being stuck at this opening jump is part of it. Oh, it still hurts. It still hurts. It still hurts.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, this person is still here.
Cyborg says we're in a negative feedback loop. Yeah, it's that's exactly what it is. And if you notice, the status has changed again to resigned, which would seem to indicate that the character is resigned to their fate, right? I think that's kind of like the illusion there. But with respect to this whole negative feedback loop, that's precisely the term we should use for it, because the more the player gets frustrated, the more likely they are to mess up. The more they mess up, the more they get frustrated. The more they get frustrated, the more they mess up, right? It's pretty straightforward. So that's why he's trying to psych himself up. He's trying to achieve a kind of like Zen-like flow state and accept that this sort of failure is part of the process. And he's doing that specifically in order to avoid getting more frustrated. But it doesn't seem to be working.
Here, and I have to look at them every single time. I have to look at that person down there every single time who is probably dead, and everything about the atmosphere and just the general vibe in this game does not help.
This is good. Yeah. Connor McCormick says, I wonder why he's so reluctant to go for the gun. There could be a number of reasons, but my best guess would be he's trying to avoid any unnecessary obstacles, because it's hard enough to get to that point. And so he maybe perceives that gun to be kind of like a distraction. That's my best guess.
Okay. Land on this person's back again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish I could help you. Okay. Okay. Balls in my socks! Ankles, perhaps. I freaked out and I pressed A. Woo! Woo! Okay. Of all the things to die on. I need a moment again. Don't look at me like that, okay? I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know. I'm sorry.
So the pause menu says nothing at this point. There has been no positive reinforcement. It seems like the more failure the player experiences, the less he gets in terms of feedback. David C., not sure it's a gun. The player calls it a gun. It doesn't quite look like a gun to me, but it could be. Mr. Bubblebox, it looks like a very tricky jump, probably frame perfect, even if it's possible, but the temptation to acquire a new mechanic is tempting. You would think it's tempting, but he's not going for it. Yeah. I also just want to look back and reference in the first installment, I believe, the player happens upon this like dismembered body, and the character is still alive, and they say, "Don't mind me. There's nothing you can do to help. I really just leave me be." Maybe there's some kind of thematic connection there between the situation maybe the player found themselves in with a friend or, loved one, the person who designed this game. Maybe he felt like he couldn't do anything to help her. And so the game is kind of alluding to that. And then later there's this body and he has to land on it. That one is clearly dead. And there's nothing, there's nothing he can do to help.
Give me a moment, please. my cat wants to jump up and probably just sit on my desk for the next several minutes. I don't want to disappoint you, kitty. How can I say no to that face? And you're now literally in front of my screen. Oh, no.
What the
no,
fuck?
No. No keyboard. Please don't exit out. I'm sorry, I have to deny you the keyboard. I know you love the keyboard. Oh, he wants it so bad. He's never wanted it this bad. Oh, man. No, please. Why do you want it so bad? Why do you want it so bad? Do you want me to lift the keyboard up so you can do your thing? That's okay. Go ahead. That's not a toy. That's okay.
Okay, so now the screen is flashing. This guy has an almost sort of desperate need for approval from his cat, to such an extent that he feels bad denying the cat access to the keyboard. Just frankly, you should not humor a cat's tendencies in this regard. But we also see, coinciding with this, a flashing screen. We get a ringing tone here, and M. Lee says, "That's all cat owners." Yeah, that's why I don't have a cat. Not to mention I am allergic, but yeah. We get this flashing screen. We get this white noise yet again. We'll see. Something's going on here.
Okay, bye.
It's like panic-inducing.
Never seen that again. All right. Okay, I think this is the ticket. I need to walk away every once in a while when I'm feeling myself starting to tilt so hard that the curvature of the earth is based upon me.
Gonna cut again.
Okay. See? That is probably actually a good thing to do. Just take breaks. God, this is still terrifying. Okay, we're back. Just accept whatever happens. Whatever comes is part of the experience. Oh, how? How? Actually, how? You have to drop farther. You actually have to drop farther, and it's going to make it even harder because you're going to be falling faster. It's okay, though. That one somehow didn't feel as bad. Okay, I'm back down here. I'm back over here. Okay, that was too high. Oh! Okay, it's okay. You got back there. Something feels different all of a sudden. It really does. Yeah. Something's changed.
Footnote, he says something feels different. He's kind of having a better time. Yeah. The music has become more triumphant, I would say. And the status has changed to resolved, as opposed to resigned. So that would seem to indicate that somehow the game is like attuned to the player's emotional state somehow. Just disturbing on a whole other level. But for the time being, the player is having a better time with it. And even though they're experiencing failure, they're not getting as frustrated with the experience.
Okay. I feel like I just have to go. I have to get in a groove. Yep. Yep. Just keep going. Keep going. Don't hesitate. Just keep going. Oh! No dash. Okay. My momentum has already been broken, so we'll take a moment now. Okay. God, it felt like there was no way I was going to be able to do that. Once your momentum breaks, it just... It's
got to just jump in there and trust.
No way you're possibly going to be able to do it. Okay, so I have to drop down pretty far, which sucks because I can't even... I don't know how tall that thing is. I don't remember. Just give it a shot. It's why you're here. Whoa. Yeah, that's so hard to commit to falling. It's so hard to commit to falling far enough. It's alright. I can get back there again. Okay. Yep, that part is pretty straightforward. I just have to be careful I don't do the wall jumps too high, or else you go into the spikes. Okay, we're back. Commit to falling. Commit to falling far enough.
Too far.
This is fine. Oh, come on. You can get back there. Come on.
So we get a super cut of all the deaths.
I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to get past this section. Come on.
Yeah. Let's,
I'm ready.
The series does a really great job of making you root for the player, root for the protagonist, which is, you know, like something that is generally desirable in a story, as far as like the emotional investment of the audience is concerned, is like you generally want to be rooting for the protagonist. And at this stage, with this type of storytelling medium, it's not immediately obvious how you would do that with something like this, but the artists or the people who created this series, I don't know if it's one person or multiple people, but they really have done the work and ensured a certain kind of buy-in once you reach this part of the series. At least as far as is like my level of engagement is concerned, they've done a great job of like making you root for the player, and that's not something that is necessarily an easy thing to do. So, kudos. Bubble Boy says, from a game design perspective, there's little punishment for failure. I don't know. You say maybe only 30 seconds to a minute of lost time, but that's not... the player has to start this whole difficult process again. So it's incredibly frustrating.
Need to get past this section. God! Maybe not. No, you are. You are ready. You are ready. You can do this. Come on! Okay. Alright. Nope. I thought I pressed A, but I didn't. I took off too much pressure. I didn't jump high enough. Okay, we're back. Dash, please. Don't. It looks so awful whenever that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
That's so scary. Oh, okay. I'm glad I held the button. Okay, I've done it too short. I've done it too far. Goldilocks, you can do this.
Okay, so I don't believe he's ever gotten to this point yet, so he's made some progress here. And pulled up the pause menu. The pause menu says, journey always comes with a price. There is always pain. There isn't always a reward, but the meaning of the journey remains up to you.
Hi, kitty. Not right now. Please, God, not right now. This is the worst possible time. Yes, I know you want in. I'm sorry. What's next? Oh.
You know what you have to do.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right, now what? Whatever it is, I can do it. Whatever it is. Oh, what is that?
That's not good. All right, so we finally get the introduction of some color to this series, and the color is red. The player's status has changed to from resolved to apprehensive. Yeah. And that's it for this.
All right. It's been a few days. I took a longer break. When I touched that, whatever that was, at the end of the last video, the game crashed. And I took that as a hint to give it a rest for a while. And now...
All right, obviously I kind of missed the connection here, but you know, the title screen says a game for my brother, and the player is talking about the person who created the game. Sounds like it was his sister, and she has passed away. So that is basically the context that we can glean at this point.
Logically, it would seem the next course of action should be to get that gun. So I guess it's time to do that. Here we go. Yep, here we go again. Hopefully, after a few days off, there won't be too much of an erosion of skill. That's okay, we're fine. We're gonna be fine. That's not gonna reflect the experience to come, surely. Okay, see, I was ready for that. It almost got me, but I was ready. See? No big deal. I wonder why the carrots come back every time, but the death counter does not reset. Just a reminder of my incompetence every time I come back. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Not too bad. Okay, we're back. We're there.
What happens when he gets the gun?
How am I going to go about this one? I don't know if there's much point to actually thinking it.
Noop to Dupe is asking, did it reset? I believe what's happening right now is he's going back to get that gun, or at least he thinks it's a gun. Yeah, so he's intentionally redoing this part of the level, or redoing this level in order to figure out how to get this gun. And we'll note that the status says slow.
Get through. This is just probably going to be something that I have to work out through trial and error. Trial number 1, then. Time to start bashing my head into this wall. Alright. The first sample does not give me much data, so just gotta get there again. Oh yeah, it's good to be back. Yeah, this is the good stuff. Now that I've had time to sit and reflect on the experience of playing this game, it's been interesting to note that even though I haven't been enjoying playing this game, it's definitely not been enjoyable because of how it makes me face all of the worst possible feelings and it makes me relive all of that crap. At the same time, it's kind of also distracting me. Like, it's framing all that stuff in a way that it's giving me a different way to look at it, or a different way to process it. It's really hard to put into words.
That's interesting. So it almost seems like the player is noting that this game may have some kind of therapeutic function. And that's like in real life, in reality, it's kind of an interesting thing I haven't really considered is the way in which maybe video games can have a potential therapeutic function if they're designed in a certain way to help people work through trauma in such a way that's not in such a way that maybe helps them call to mind their traumatic experiences, but also is not threatening, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting thought, though.
Words, and it's probably only serving to confuse all of you even more because I'm not actually delving into why all of this is so hard and what all that awfulness is, and I don't know if I'll ever have the strength to actually dig into that, but it has been like. On the other hand, I have been seeing that a lot of people are actually watching these videos and people are enjoying them, which is kind of surreal, and I wish that she could see that because it would thrill her to no end. But you know, it would thrill me to no end if I could get this freaking gun. Although it probably will only lead to awful boss fight crap, so I don't know if I'll actually be thrilled.
Footnote, I just wanted to take into account the Twitter profile seems to be in character. So for instance, this is a recent tweet here. Just discovered, he's referring to my account, is currently watching my videos live. Thank you so much. She will reach far more people because of you. So he's tweeting in character, it seems. Which is cool. Bubble Boy says, fun fact, I almost worked on a VR project which was looking into the possibilities of using it for exposure therapy. Now, for context, I believe exposure therapy is sort of this approach which is designed kind of along the lines of what I was talking about before, exposing the patient to something they are afraid of in order for them to sort of work through those emotions and overcome that phobia. So let's say you're afraid of spiders. Part of the exposure therapy might be for in a very safe setting, in a safe, non-threatening setting, exposing you to spiders in some way. Maybe it might be that the therapist has acquired a tarantula and they'll put it on your hand for you to hold in order for you to sort of overcome that phobia. I'm actually not clear on the efficacy of this type of therapy. I've heard before that it works, but I'm not familiar with the most recent literature on the topic. But it is definitely, it's like an interesting approach. Like if you're afraid of clowns, you know, the therapist might hire a clown to come have a chat with you. So I don't know how I feel about that personally. Clowns kind of creep me out. Yeah. And the setting it's a very controlled setting. Therapist does everything possible to make the setting itself be a safe, very controlled place, so that the only real variable there is the thing that the patient is afraid of. You know, you have to introduce that to them.
Once I get it, I should have been actually doing attempts at it while I was talking about all that, but I'm not great at focusing on playing and talking about stuff at the same time. Okay. At least it seems like that section is better. Don't cancel the dash. That's not going to do any good. Definitely have to keep the dash going the whole way. It's all about the jump. It's all about the jump.
Got a cut there.
Ah, okay. Darn it. Oh, God. It is interesting doing this recording, knowing that there are going to be people watching this video. Oh, God. It's kind of cool and a little scary, but to everybody out there watching, I'm sorry that I've been so mysterious throughout all of this, but just bear with me, and it's gonna be weird, it's gonna be awkward and what it is, but hopefully you continue to enjoy me just failing relentlessly. But hopefully not this time. Not this time. Oh, okay. Yep. Failed the dash. That happens so often. The more I play this game, the more I understand how clunky starting the dash is. It's really bad because of how often you have to do a precise dash jump, like this one. God, I'm dying on the top spikes way too often. I have to err on the low side this time. Yep, okay. This time I'm going to err on the low side. Okay, just yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I need to pay more attention to the status because at this point it says throbbing. What the hell does that mean? I can't possibly think of what the connotation there is. Yeah, maybe a throbbing headache.
So don't jump that early, but it does seem I have to jump pretty darn early. Oh my God, that must be a ridiculously small window. Oh man. Okay, so just get like the perfect frame, easy, right? Wow. All right. Okay. I am starting to get a feel for it now. I think I know. I'm feeling like I know how to approach this jump now. So we have made progress. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I do have to bonk my head on that ceiling just a little bit, but not that much. This gun had better be freaking good. That's all I have to say. This better be an actually serviceable gun. Oh, it seemed like it was it for a second. It's so
hurts when
ridiculous.
He dies.
Oh, this game, dude. I haven't even seen any of the enemies and stuff yet. No, the freaking dash! It's so clunky, dude. I hate it. This does not bode well for the future. Oh, I thought I hit the spikes. It's alright, this is still nowhere near as frustrating as it was last time. I'm just kind of... It's actually kind of relaxing going through that first section now. It's kind of puts me in a rhythm. Oh, sorry, I had to burp. I didn't have to relay that to the microphone, but I did, and I'm hoping that you are enriched as a result. Let's get this jump, shall we? And never talk again. Oh my god, we're back. It happened again. God, oh my lord, this is ridiculous. Like, she really found the perfect, like... Oh wow, I landed right on their spine at full speed that time. I hate it. She must have found the perfect window where you just have to hit the Goldilocks frame. God. You have to hit a certain speed with your dash, but you're blocked from being able to jump too soon by these spikes. But if you jump too late, then those spikes at the top get you. It's really like almost frame perfect, it seems. You cover so much ground when your dash gets going. It's so hard to pick the perfect spot to jump. Apollo can really book it. It's kind of nuts. Oh, but there you go. Like, I mentioned that when your dash gets going, he's booking it. But before that, like, see, look. Yeah, I jumped right after the dash started and I was barely moving at all. But then, look at how fast it turns that jump into, like, an absolute bullet. Boom. It's the difference of, like, 2 or 3 frames. It's absurd. Okay, we're back. But that's what I have to deal with here. Oh my lord!
Son of a bitch.
Come on, just do it. Err on the early side. Oh, that freaking ceiling. Just... It's so cruel! It's actually... Oh. This is Sparta. Oh. Oh my god, dude.
I don't know if you caught that, but he reached 300 and he said, "This is Sparta."
Dude. Oh god, it just hit me that there actually are people watching me suck at video games this bad. I hate it. Okay, that's a good glitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will try and just completely waste it. Come on, dude. I'm so sick of this. The freaking dash is so horrible, clunky garbage. Poop, poop. Please pardon my language. All right. Come on. I hate it so much. It's actually bad. Actually bad game design. Okay, how is it that I've done that 3 times, and yet I haven't once gotten the gun yet? It seems like...
Ren Dalton is making a good point here. I wonder how much of this is improv. Yeah, I do too. It seems very... The quality of it seems very extemporaneous, but... So I wonder how scripted this is in terms of the production.
Hitting the wall just below those spikes and not dying should be way harder, and I've done it 3 times. Throw me a bone, dude. Just 1 bone. I'm getting a little tired of this. It's still not nearly as agonizing as last time, but I'm definitely ready to move on with my freaking life at this point. Just do something else other than this. this one jump, this one thing.
There you go.
Okay. Time to see what this gun can do. Whoop.
So status has begun. What was this?
That's not a gun.
What was it? It's a punch.
Okay, so why was the item a gun? Why would you make me think that I'm gonna be getting an actual ranged weapon? Like, you're telling me that's not a... It's a belt! Oh!
Belt.
It's a white belt! Of course you would do that!
Okay. The pause menu says, I've slumbered for what seems longer than time. My strength withered away. It's infuriating. I shudder to imagine what the atrophy has done to my seraphic physique. Weird. Weird choice of words there. It seems that the item acquired is a belt, which makes a lot of sense considering it has this little knot here. The connotation would be maybe, you know, in karate, you get your karate belt. You get a new belt when you progress. Might be some kind of inside joke, or inside, maybe they had a connection over karate or something like that. I think that could be the connotation.
Oh my god, I don't know. I'm trying to think ahead. I shouldn't be doing that. Think ahead to what this means for me and my suffering in the future. I guess we'll find out. This dude's form though. He's looking more like a boxer. That's sick. Nice, okay. I appreciate it at least. I guess dying doesn't matter at this point. Don't tell me that if I die, I'm gonna lose it and I have to do it again. Okay, it doesn't matter. Nice. Okay, so I guess it's time to go back and... Or wait. I wonder... Yep, okay, it's different.
The current soup of the day is lobster bisque.
Lobster bisque. This is gonna be bad, isn't it?
I was never into seafood at all, but
Yeah,
lobster.
this is not gonna be good. ...
I won't forget a single one of those evenings when lobster was being cooked for dinner. Some of those nights, all it took was one look at the steam. All it took was one look at the steam, and I couldn't bear to stay in the house. Jesus. Other nights, I was taken by some masochistic compulsion to enter the kitchen and watch all of them roast alive. Consider the lobster, anyone? Or maybe it was something different, a wavelength I was picking up on. Jesus. The pure primal energy emitted by the beings on the stove, their spiritual death screams. There's something about seeing creatures spending their final moments on Earth burning in hell. Something that paralyzes you, demands that you not look away, demands that you be a witness. I don't know what I learned from those nights. I don't know if there was anything to learn. Not much that matter for... Not like that'd matter for much longer anyway. Because I'm the one on the stove now. Right now, I'm screaming with every fiber of my fucking being. And I really do hope someone is there to hear it. We're bearing witness together.
Hard. Hi, kitty. Oh, man, your timing is immaculate. No, don't go away. I actually do want you to stay. I need you right now. Please come back. Please come back. Actually, come back, please. Please come back. I'm sorry. I'll watch my tone next time. Please, I need some pets right now. Yes, 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 come back. Thank you.
He's using his cat for an emotional support animal.
I'm sorry. Okay, you can go now. If you want. Okay, now you want to stay? Okay. Cool. Okay, he's just kind of sitting there in the middle of the room. We'll see what happens after this. I guess I should try and put this to the test. Okay, there's no air attack. If that is one of the next belts, is my aerial attacking ability. Okay. Nice, okay. Whew. Almost canceled that too early. Oh, God. It's so hard to get that timing. Yeah, I still have it, okay. Oh, God, I have to go back there again, dude. Now that I've gotten the belt, I have to do that entire thing that I spent, like, 8 billion centuries doing last time. I have to do all that over again. Okay. Oh, I thought I hit A. I'm trying to feather the button so lightly that I feathered it not at all. Okay. Yes, baby. Okay. Alright. I got this first try last time. Nice. Okay, here we go. Alright.
It's gonna end. Okay. Just want to note the status has changed to dangerous.
I actually don't like this at all. It's just, what else can I do? I'm thinking back through the whole level. I guess there's that troll thing at the beginning. There might have been some way. There might have been something over there. I don't know. It's just, I'm already here. I want to try this. Okay.
I don't know about this. Well, that is very appropriate to end it like that. I'm going to need some time to process what has just occurred. And overall, I think this is a very promising series. The stream is going to cut me off at 4 hours, I believe. So I would like to continue. I would like to continue covering this maybe in a future live stream. But for now, I'm going to have to let you go. So thank you for joining me. I feel as though this was a successful stream. Any suggestions you might have for things to cover in the future would be highly welcome. And again, I would like to encourage you to subscribe to Diminish on YouTube. I've just posted a link in the chat. Yeah. Again, if you enjoy my content, want to support me on a monthly basis, you can do so at patreon.com/Nightmare Masterclass. Also, just wanted to note that this channel was created on Halloween of 2020. Halloween of last year. Feels weird to say. That's interesting to note. But yeah, support me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Nightmare Masterclass. Thank you for watching, and good night.